Ladies and gentlemen, finally we are able to check out the all-new Alfa Romeo Tonale SUV. The all-new Tonale is Alfa Romeo's entry-level product coming into the global market, actually, not just the United States. And here we have it in this really beautiful green specification in the Speciale trim. Now, the Tonale will be coming to the market with various different powertrains. We'll have a pure gas powertrain. We'll also have a new plug-in hybrid powertrain, which will be Alfa Romeo's first plug-in hybrid product that will be coming out. Now, the design of the Tonale was kind of shaped over a front-wheel drive based architecture, which is something going back to the previous Alfa Romeos that have been kind of front-wheel drive for the past like 2 or 3 decades. But we finally gained the new rear-wheel drive Giulia and Stelvio, which we saw behind us. So this is kind of going back a little bit. So we do have a little bit of a larger front overhang, but I think the general Alfa Romeo design has worked pretty well on this. So up front, we see the new signature kind of triple LED light signature going on the front and the rear. Of course, we have the iconic Alfa Romeo Grille. This time it's a little bit more integrated, harking back to different Alfa Romeo design fascias, where the whole piece is kind of integrated a little bit more into one. Really nice in all black trim over here. I think it makes it look a lot more cleaner. And these wheels are really nice in their bigger specification. Of course, there'll be multiple different options and different trim levels coming out as well. Coming around to the rear, again, we can see those triple LED lights, and of course we have a sort of a light bar. It's kind of separated right here by the Alfa Romeo badge in the center. This beautiful Tonale script down in the center. A really nice nod to their old heritage design that Alfa Romeo did is this kind of like pointed rear glass. I think it looks really nice, back to the Brera and a few other models you can see down there. Coming down, we have this lower black plastic area. Now, it's not like some gross plastic. It's kind of like a glossier gray plastic. Now, these are actually exhaust tips on certain models, and on other models, they're not. So this one doesn't have the exhaust tips on here. But it's really integrated into the bumper design, which is pretty interesting. This trunk doesn't open, unfortunately, but we do have a backup camera back there. Let's go take a look into the interior, because it is pretty busy over here. And I want to give you guys a quick look at every part of the new Tonale. So this is the interior of the Tonale. Now, it's pretty similar to other Alfa Romeo models and the general look and feel. The quality isn't as high as a Giulia or a Stelvio, I would say. The materials are a little bit lower end. They do feel pretty solid and everything, but it does feel a little bit lower end to me. The seats are pretty familiar. We have this kind of like horizontal bar pattern. Let's hop in and see how they feel. Okay, we're inside the Tonale. Pretty solid funk on the door panel, and we do see a lot of familiar stuff here. Traditional Alfa Romeo steering wheel we've seen on other Alfa Romeo products. Of course, Alfa Romeo badge, nice and big there. Start-stop button on the engine, and we do still have these absolutely beautiful metal paddle shifters on the column, which feel and sound incredible. Really love that. This is the first fully digital gauge cluster on an Alfa Romeo product. Actually, we have not seen this just yet. So this is the first new Alfa Romeo with that. It looks great. As we can see the Tonale just like peeking out there, and it looks pretty customizable from the photos we saw, but it's not really working right now at the auto show. We also have a new infotainment system. There's a tablet style infotainment system kind of floating. Pretty quick to respond, actually. This is a huge improvement from the current Alfa Romeo system, which is horrible. Even in its touch format, it's pretty laggy, and it's still not my favorite system. It is fully touch. There's no physical controls down here for it other than this volume control and a mute power switch right there. Of course, we have a traditional gear selector here, not like the weird like little stubby selectors we saw in the Giulia and Stelvio. And we have a little Italian flag right here, which is really nice. Parking sensors, and we still have your DNA drive select button right here. So we have DNA for dynamic, natural, and I think advanced efficiency. We have a traction control off switch there. The power, and like I said, the power on and off the vehicle is on the steering wheel right here. So that's a little bit of a different layout for that stuff. Really nice kind of weird like textured pattern going on the dashboard. It's nice little nice operation they're doing. Of course, this is an all black interior, but there will be a lot of different color options, which is nice. General quality is okay. It does definitely feel like a lower end product. We should see pricing start in the mid to high $30,000 range, I believe, in the US market, probably in Q4 of this year, which should be interesting. This one doesn't have any sort of panoramic roof or sunroof. The seats are pretty comfortable from where I'm sitting right now. They are power adjustable, which is nice. I don't believe they have a thigh support. No, they don't. This one looks like it does, but it doesn't. This one has the Alfa Romeo logo embossed into the headliner, which is really nice. I could definitely see myself sitting in here, and I think the driving position is not bad, as it is an SUV. You do have a pretty nice commanding view of the road, but this windshield is pretty tiny, actually. So it kind of has that weird like blend of having that commanding view, but also a little bit of a crunch down view at the same time. Let's go check out the rear seats really quick. The rear seats, so this seat is set into my driving position. Not too bad back here. We have a little bit of leg room, a decent amount of foot room, and headroom is not bad. I can put my head completely far back. This one doesn't have any sort of panoramic roof or anything, so that's not going to impede on the space. It's also pretty quiet back here. Materials are a little hard and scratchy. Now, this is a prototype vehicle. It's not a fully new and ready production vehicle just yet, so I'm sure some things may change or improve over time. Here's just a better look at that front end cabin area, which is really nice as well. So yeah, pretty impressive so far from the Tonale. I'm excited to see how it performs on the road with the plug-in hybrid powertrains and the other powertrains coming out with it. Close it up right there. Should offer some decent power numbers as well. As you can see, it's super busy around the Tonale as everyone's trying to get a look at this brand new global product from Alfa Romeo. And this is a huge significant product for them, as this is really generally going to launch them their sales up so they can kind of build more sports cars and other cool products coming down the road. Thank you guys for checking out this video. Stay tuned for a lot more stuff coming from Allcarnews down the road, and definitely check out the New York Auto Show if you're in the area.